Feel free to go on the mat, do any movement that feels good to you right now. And what we're going to work with today is a pranayama stretch, which is a guided breathwork session where I'm going to be stretching and you're going to be listening to my voice at the same time, guiding you on breathing in and out and holding the breaths while we are moving. If you want, you can only do the breath work or you can only move. But I really like it this way because it's just very effective. So there's actually more light than I thought. This is not too bad. So settle down in the middle of your mat, grab anything you need, any props, any water. Trusting that you can hear my microphone. And let's get started. Oh, if you have a speaker, I really recommend you to use it because it's going to be so much better for the sound. Hopefully that didn't change my microphone. Just the speaker. Just gonna check. Yep, microphone is on, speaker is on, sound is on. So we're going to breathe in and out for 30 breaths, then exhale and hold on empty for 30 seconds. There we are. Then inhale and hold for 15 seconds. Exhale and release. And start again. I will tell you when to start breathing and you just continue breathing. I'm not going to guide you and talk. Inhale and exhale. Just continue until I tell you to exhale and hold. And we're going to do this sequence 9 times, which is about 20 minutes. Starting now. Inhale and exhale. So continue inhaling and exhaling until I tell you otherwise. And at the same time, we're going to cross our legs, right leg in front, and just start turning to one side, really feeling a really big opening in the hips. Keep breathing in, breathing out, pressing your knees to the floor with your hands, and just really making some space around your hip area. Really, really, really deep. Force yourself at the beginning to take really deep breaths in and out. I know it seems a bit forced, but you will feel it later. Let's change legs, switch legs. Left leg in front, continue breathing. And then twist to the other side, anti-clockwise. Press your legs against the floor. So we're just starting with an easy Sufi grind kind of movement. Now stretch your right leg out, or the leg pressing on the floor, and start expanding your arms in a V position within the periphery of your vision. So you're really stretching your arms out. Then clasp your hands together above your head. Turn your palms up to face the ceiling. And really stretch, keep breathing. So everything is contracted right now. You're pressing firmly. Exhale and hold. Exhale and hold your breath. So hold it out. You don't have any breath inside you right now. You're pressing with your right leg on the floor firmly and with your left buttocks, sitting bone on the floor. So all of the base of your body, which is touching the floor, is pressing against it. At the same time, the palms are pushing towards the ceiling. The palms of your hands are open and pushing towards the ceiling. Breathe in and hold. Inhale and hold the breath inside you. Keep pressing, or you can release this position, but just remember what you're doing with your breath. Release, exhale. Release and exhale everything. Now inhale, hover your arm. Exhale. As you inhale and exhale, point and flex your foot and hover your arm above your head, really stretching away from you with the palm of your hand facing the ground. And now switch legs. So we will place the left leg in front of us and start opening that groin area, sort of leaning towards our left, hovering the right arm above us, palm facing the ground, and really pressing towards the ground with our left leg. So the whole of our left leg is touching the ground, is pressing towards the ground, is forcing itself into the ground. And we are breathing in and breathing out at the same time. Don't stop breathing in. Remember that at some point you're going to breathe out and hold. But until that point arrives, just keep inhaling and exhaling and moving your arms from one side to the other. We're just opening our legs, which is really important at any time of the day, but especially pleasant in the evening. Let's step the right foot forward, back knee down on the floor, coming to a low lunge. Palms of the hands next to our front foot. And now just lift the back leg, lift the back knee up and down, feeling the stretch on the inside of your leg, on the front of your left hip especially. Exhale and hold. As you exhale and hold the breath, you maybe want to stay here. So what I like to do is just take in the feeling, the high of the lack of oxygen, and just move slightly forward and backward while pressing with my hands, noticing that every part, every nerve ending of the palm of my hand is pressing firmly towards the ground, pressing towards the floor, really engaging. Breathe in and hold. Inhale and hold the breath while you really engage the front part of your left hip and the quad, and you press towards the ground. Your weight is balanced between the foot that's on the ground, the toes, and the hands. Release and exhale as you inhale, exhale. Extend your right leg as you take your bottom towards the back of the room and you bend your left leg. Now you're pushing with the heel of your right foot towards the ground and you're lifting the back of your neck. So from this position, you almost want to cobra your chest upwards. You almost want to curve upwards, as if you were wanting to gaze something, but there was a straight line in the whole top of your torso. So you can't actually turn your neck up. You have to turn the whole top of your torso up. And in this way, you try to really extend that top part of your back. Inhale and exhale very deeply here. Really press with your heel towards the ground. Top of your left foot is pressing towards the ground. And now come to plank. Step your right foot back and change legs. Left foot forward, back knee down. Press with your fingers towards the ground. You're still inhaling and exhaling. Press firmly towards the ground. And start lifting the back knee up and down. And you lift the back knee using the strength of your glute. And you're lifting the back of your neck as if you had a string right at the back of your neck and chest, and you were lifting. Exhale, 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 and hold. Exhale the whole breath and hold it there on empty. And start maybe with the toes of your right foot, pushing yourself forwards and backwards. There's a quietening of the mind, there's a stillness of the mind when there's no oxygen in your lungs. Whenever you need to breathe, you can breathe, but this is just breathe in and hold. So inhale, and now we're going to lengthen the left leg, press the heel towards the floor, press the fingertips towards the floor, walk them a little bit more backwards, and press the top of your right foot towards the floor. Release, exhale. Release, and now we can start inhaling. Inhale and exhale. Cobra your chest upwards. Feel the lift at the back of your neck while you still press with your left heel towards the ground. Inhaling and exhaling, letting everything out very deeply. Press with your left heel towards the ground. Use your glute. Contract. strengthen. Cobra your chest up from here. You're almost gazing past the front of your mat. And now bend your knee, front knee. Step the foot back to a plank. Stay in plank for a moment, get on your tippy toes, and just shuffle backwards and forwards in plank, balancing the weight exactly between the palms of your hands and the tiptoes, using your abs to keep you in a perfectly straight line here. I'm going to take you to downward dog, but I just want you to really activate every muscle in your body before we do that. So from plank, you want to feel like there's a lift in the back of your chest, right in the center between your shoulder blades. And there's a lift in your neck as well. And the more that you use this lift, the less than your neck will hurt, and the more that you will strengthen it. So from a perfectly kind of upright horizontal position, we're going to slowly bend our knees. Start placing the whole of the sole of our foot down. Breathe out and hold. Exhale, sigh out and hold as we come into our first downward dog of the evening. Press with the palms towards the ground. Press with the feet towards the ground. Remember, you're holding the breath. So this is going to be enough stress for your body to hold on empty in downward dog while you're thinking of pressing with the whole foot on the floor, pressing with the whole hand on the floor, balancing your weight between these Inhale. 4 points. Hold. Fill in your lungs and hold. Release your neck, release the back of your neck. Maybe you're slightly gazing towards your knee at the moment. Release. Breathe in. And now start breathing in and out. And with your tippy toes, you can just kind of sway backwards and forwards, start bringing some movement into your legs, and then start walking the feet towards your hands. Place the feet right behind each hand and just release everything down. Using the abs though, don't release your belly. Always use the abs to push the tummy towards the spine here, so that if you're curving forward, you are actively curving forward and you're engaging your quads, you're engaging the top of your legs, the glutes even, that really will protect your hamstrings, to engage the glutes in forward fold. And now bring your palms to your calves and bring yourself towards your calf. You can bend your knee if you need to. And just release your neck completely. Not your head, yes. Not your head to the sides, no. And now let's do a little twist. So take with your right hand the outside of the left ankle and open the left hand towards the ceiling. Never any more than the line of your chest. So it's never going to be pointing to the ceiling. It's just going to be in line with your chest. And try to arch your back up so that you are in a very erect position in the top of your body always. A very awake position. You're still breathing in and out. And now switch legs. So you're taking your right ankle with your left palm and hold. And opening while you're holding. Engage your legs, engage your glutes, engage the front of your legs, the back of your leg. Remember, you're holding the breath. Your arm is nowhere near a vertical position. It's in line with your chest always and within the periphery of your vision. So kind of in front of you, but it's very, very straight. It's really expanding, elastically expanding. Breathe in and hold. And now breathe in, fill in your lungs with oxygen and hold. Release your hands. Come back again, fold downwards. And now slowly we're going to come up to standing. Release. Breathe and out. Release everything. As you release, breathe out, you take your hands towards your side. Exhale. And just move your arms a little bit. You're starting to inhale and exhale. Get on your tippy toes. Up, down, stretch up. Separate your legs. And take your arms to the sides. come to a sort of star shape. From here, we're going to clasp our hands behind our back and really stretch our chest open while being mindful of the curve in our back. So we don't actually want the lumbar to be curving too much. We want to tuck the tailbone in. Keep inhaling and exhaling. Lift the back of your neck, bring the chin to your chest, and start folding inwards while keeping very lifted the chest area. Fold towards the floor, and you don't want to have your legs too separated for this. You just want them enough so that you can be in a very stable and very strong position. That's what this pose is about. It's about strength. It's about keeping a posture. Once you are at your limit, which will be different for every one of us, and all you want to feel is your edge, you don't want to get to anywhere in particular, turn the palms to face the ceiling, and you will feel a stretch in your wrists. Really keep inhaling and exhaling a lot during all of this process.
And hold.
The breath is the most important thing, so hold the breath in now. Keep stretching with the palms of your hands towards the ceiling. Keep feeling that opening in your chest. You're holding the breath right now. Your quads are absolutely active. Your glutes are absolutely active. And release your hands to the ground. You can breathe in when you need to, or wait for my guide.
Hold.
Now I'm pressing with my hands towards the floor while I hold this breath in. Keep the quads engaged, keep everything strong and square, hips square facing to the front of the room.
And release. Breathe out. Inhale, exhale.
Start inhaling, exhaling as you walk, turn 90 degrees towards one side of the room again. And I want to come, since we did this earlier, let's do a sort of Hanuman action. So place your hands to either side of your right leg, which is extending, lengthening to the front of the mat. You can bend the knees as much as you want to, but I want you to really press the heel towards the ground. So the front heel is pressing towards the ground, and the back top of the foot is pressing towards the mat as well. The knee is on the floor, but there's no weight on the knee. So really you are sustaining yourself on the heel of your front foot and on the top dorsal of your back foot. And you're just dragging the foot to the front of the room and the back foot to the back of the room as much as you can. I just want you to be active here, so you can now lift the left knee from the ground. You're pressing with both hands on the floor, and you're in a position which is so active and so engaging, and that requires so much focus. You're using your abs to keep yourself in this position. It's a really hard pose to be in. If you want, and you've done that before, you can keep expanding, you can keep lengthening, you can keep lengthening your front foot, your back foot. If you have blocks, you can place the blocks
and hold
near you. But now we're just going to exhale and hold the breath here. So wherever you are, it's better that you stay there. We don't want to add effort while we're holding. Just hold your breath and don't think, just listen. Listen to the sounds around you. Listen to your environment, the environment you've been placed in today.
Breathe
And
in.
just
Hold.
breathe in and consider every action that you've done, everything that you encounter, every little annoyance in life as well as every little pleasure.
Exhale, exhale, release.
Release the breath.
Inhale, exhale.
Everything is an experience that you need to go through, so just treat it as a little mission. Curl your left toes under, and we're going to bring our right sole of the foot near us so we can change sides. So Skandasana to the left. Turn 90 degrees, turn another 90 degrees, so you're now facing the other side of the mat. And just start dragging the left foot, heel pressing towards the ground. Back foot dragging towards the back of the mat. We're going to come again to this very, very strong Hanuman, where we're pressing with our left heel, and this is really going to open the back of our legs. We're using our glutes, we're using our quads, we're pressing the floor with the palms of our hands greatly, and more importantly, we're breathing. We're breathing in and out, hard. And if you remember, even lift the back of your neck and lift your chest. And feel the stretch, but most of all, feel the engagement of your muscles. This is so refreshing, a lot more than a relaxing stretch, because this really engages your body and builds space, which is what we need. You could even lift the back knee if you wanted
and
to.
hold.
But since we're holding, we're going to place the back knee down again and just hold and just focus on nothing. Focus on the rumblings, on our heart, on our hands, which we can bend our elbows and just feel the space that's being created in our lumbar area, our lower back.
Breathe in. Hold.
Breathe in and stay here. If you want, you can start bringing your left foot in so that you're in a more comfortable position. Another low lunge. Still pressing to the ground with every part of the body that's on the
Final
ground.
exhale. Release.
And release everything out. How do you feel? Do you feel different? Bring your arms up. We're in a low lunge and we're just going to bring our arms up. Clasp the hands. Palms facing to the sky. Open the chest. Bring your chest up. Engage your glutes. Don't let anything collapse. Feel the ground underneath you. Feel the muscles in your body sustaining you. Feel that you can trust them. Too often we feel like we are the victim of our bodies, and actually we are in control of our bodies. We just have to tell our bodies what to do. And we just have to treat and teach our bodies that they're invincible. Stretch your hands, your arms towards the back of the room, as if you were flying. And just feel the opening in your chest. Open your chest. And now come to sit down. Take the soles of the feet together. Hold your ankles from the outside with your hands. And as you pull the ankles towards you, towards your groin area, you're going to push the knees towards the ground, so you're really opening here. And you're pushing, and as you're pulling your ankles towards you, you're pushing your shoulder blades together, so you're feeling an expansion in your clavicle, an expansion in your chest. The edges of the feet are pushing firmly against the floor, and with the force of your glutes, which you are engaging, the glutes are on, you're pushing the knees towards the floor. Inhale, exhale, and you must be feeling very, very deep breaths now after you did all the breath work. But I just want to give you a little bit more of a stretch in case, because I feel like we should finish it further. And also we started a little late. Stay here. Or take your feet, give them a little bit more distance, so take them slightly to the front of you in a diamond shape. And in this shape, you're going to hold the top of your foot and open it, and still engage your glutes and try to bring your knees towards the floor and just fold forward. But while you're folding, you're really pulling yourself towards the front of the room. So you're trying to advance. Imagine that you are trying to move forward rather than down. And exhale. And keep your lower body very active while you release your upper body. So release your upper body between your feet. You can place your hands there if you don't want to bury your nose in your soles of the feet. And still press the outside of your hips towards the ground, so your bum is actually engaged. The outside of your legs is actually engaged. And release, and now activate your upper body and stretch your arms towards the front of the mat, wherever you are. And now place the soles of the feet on the floor, bend your knees, take your hands behind you, fingertips facing towards your feet. And we're going to do this stretch, which I like a lot, which you're just kind of sinking into the shoulders by bending the elbows behind you. You're keeping your tummy in, bending your elbows, making space in the front of your arms. The front of your arms, the front of your shoulders rather, is a very difficult area to access. And I actually find that strengthening it makes it a lot easier to then relax. Because if it's weak, it won't open. So you're just slowly going through this movement. And now we're going to tackle this movement from a different side. From all fours. So come to all fours with me. And let's do a classic cat-cow stretch. Tuck the tailbone in, drop the chin to the chest, and curve inwards, pushing the tummy in towards the spine, glutes on. Now start lifting the crown of your head, the neck, gazing to the front of your mat as you lift your chest and lift the tailbone. And the same movement again to the other side. And lift the tailbone. Turn your hands in or in as much as you can. Fingertips are now facing towards your knees. And again, do a cat. So really stretch from the center of your back upwards. And now a cow move. So you're stretching all of your wrists and even your fingers. As you take your bottom to your heels, the stretch is more and more intense and more towards the fingertips, more towards your fingers. And you're using your abs to stay in this position where you're not collapsing towards your heels. You're just shuffling towards the back of the room. And then turn your fingers again towards the top of the mat. Come to your back. I think we might have to end this meeting soon because we had a maximum minutes situation. So I just want to say thank you for coming. I'm going to be doing a lot more. I routinely do these stretches all the time anyway. But I do think it's a good idea to start with Instagram Live so that you can be warned that I am doing them, because so far it has been more of a private affair with friends who I invite. So, very pleased to see you. I hope you're having a beautiful Valentine's Day. And I shall see you soon. If you're interested, you should join my mailing list at iambarbarella.com. And get yourself a nice yoga outfit so that you can do more of these stretches with more enthusiasm. That's what I do. Thank you guys. See you later. Thank you for coming.